Hello and welcome to another video. If you're new around here, my name is the Diamond Bullet, and today we're reviewing some more of my friend's music. A couple of years ago, we did this. I reviewed their unreleased music. I'm doing it again. This is potentially an EP they release of only 4 tracks. Now, you want to listen to their other music, link to the YouTube and Spotify will be in the top of the description below. And the way this is going to work, I'm going to play the whole song in its entirety, and then I'm going to be writing down notes on my notepad, and then I'm going to give my full review at the end of the song. So you get a full listen, uninterrupted, of the song, and then my review, instead of pausing and interrupting the song. So without further ado, let's get into this first track from JDNBWR or JDNBWR, and that is Switch Up.
I find it crazy, world full of fakes trying to fit a trend. Pretend to be a friend but always move to the next. Say you switched up and made a mess, like you were patched to the emotions they feel inside. But I never really cared, never gave a fuck. This is my life and I don't care, I control who's in it. Everyone pretending to like UK rap. I remember when people were straight up laugh, and then Central C just dropped a hit, and then everyone just pretended like they always get. But I never really cared, never gave a fuck. This is my life and I don't care, I control who's in it. Don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. Okay. Yeah, now don't get me wrong, no, I'm talking about it a lot. I can't stand this fucking shit. Everybody pretending to be something they're not. Oh, so full of these fake people. Better watch your friends, your own circle. Cause everybody clowns, egotistical fucks. Don't believe what they do, better go find new luck. Cause they won't keep you around, acting like you ain't the same, acting like you can't be tamed, like you're fucked in the brain. Never really cared, never gave a fuck. This is my life and I don't care, I control who's in it. Friends with somebody's enemy, then they go and leave you. Like I can't be friends with who I wanna be, friend of frenemies. Then it's like, what got enemy? But girl, I just never gave a fuck about your drama. I never really cared, never gave a fuck. This is my life and I don't care, I control who's in it.
Okay. So, I've actually written quite a few things down about this song. So, the first thing I'm going to say is JDNBWR is just starting to get into rapping with the music. So, from this, you can clearly tell that because they don't seem confident, they seem mumbly at times, and I also wrote funny because typically they're not doing rap. Other things I've put is I've put a jazzy intro. So the intro of 20 seconds was more jazzy based, it seemed. But then after 20 seconds, everything just picks up straight away, like it's punching you in the face, and is overwhelmingly loud. So much so that this is on 50%, and with my mic not muted, my mic was picking it up a bit. And that's rare for my microphone to do for my headset. other things I've wrote down is the line egotistical fucks, because that makes me laugh. I've also wrote down short verses. The verses are about 4 really short lines before it goes back into the chorus, and then it does a verse again, chorus. And although that's not unheard of, it's very common. It makes understanding the story of I've dropped my pen. Of the song. It makes understanding the story of the song difficult and understanding the message. I do feel like the message is about fake friends, but I can't get confirmed because of it being hard to understand. 2 lines in the chorus though. Never really cared, I never gave a fuck. They're 2 very similar lines. I did write both lines down, or whichever way they were in. Typically choruses don't have similar lines repeated, unless it's repeating the same line over and over again, which I hate in songs. So I have noted that down. Yeah, so all in all, when you can't understand the story of a song, you can't understand the message that the song's trying to put across because of the lack of confidence in the artist and their lack of knowledge into the area or their lack of knowledge into the genre, it causes disconnection. A listener of music would hear this and get confused. Now, I am a massive reviewer of everything. I review movies, games, music, cars. I review everything. I'm a journalist, kind of thing. And I do prefer the rap genre myself. I am better at rapping than I am at singing, and I'm more confident rapping than I am with normal singing. So, rapping, it's not for everyone. But when you're just freshly adopting it, people can tell that it's not something you're used to doing because of lack of confidence in yourself. So that lack of confidence makes the lines hard to understand sometimes, and makes understanding the story of the song just that much harder. Other than that, I have nothing else written down for this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things I've written down. And I think for a first rap song on an EP, you can tell that it's something that's new, something that's being experimented with. I just don't have much else to say about it. So we're going to move on to the next song now, which is called V-Lone. What does that mean? So we're going to play this song again. I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to make notes, and I'll see you at the end of the song.
Carry the weight on my own. Someone help but leave me alone. Every day I'm pulled down by stones. Felt so hard I broke my bones. I'm a villain. I'm a villain shit all alone. Fuck these souls, they all unknown. Always tell me to watch my tone. Give a fuck about these crimes. Yeah, never gave a fuck about a thing. In the bar I won't sing, but I'm so tired. Having fake friends could never make amends, so I shoot off off their heads. Don't trust nobody around, I don't want them around. I fucking hate the sound of people standing around. I can't stand this, I don't wanna be a part of this thing called social. I'ma have to stand my ground. But I have nothing left to stand on. I sink into the crowd, they're full of doubt. Turned away on my own, someone help but leave me alone. Every day I'm pulled down by stones, felt so hard I broke my bones. I'm a villain, I'm a villain shit all alone. Fuck these souls, they all unknown. Always tell me to watch my tone, give a fuck about these crones. Yeah, never gave a fuck about a thing. In the bar I won't sing.
This is interesting. So I've wrote more things down. The intro part sounds like it's Spanish or French. So it seems strange, but it also sounds kind of like a curse is being put on someone. I wrote down whilst I was laughing. But then after the curse, it punches you in the face again. But back to the curse. The song's about fake friends. Again. And what I would say is that strange foreign curse type intro was a curse of fake friends, which is possible. No, it's not possible, but having friendship groups means you'll always have someone who's fake. If you're having a whole bunch of fake friends, you won't know how fake they are until you get one real friend. And that's important. That one real friend would mean so much more to you than a 50 fake friends. Because that's life. If you grow up surrounded by fake people, fake friends, and then you grow up and you get one good friend, one real friend, you know the contrast, you know the difference. Something else I wrote down, clearer lyrics. So from switch up to this, it's obvious that there's been a confidence boost somewhere. Because the lyrics are clearer, the message is clearer. Still has short verses and then the chorus, but that's okay. And I've also written down the line, never gave a fuck about a thing. And then if we go back to the last song, it kept saying, never really cared, never gave a fuck. So the line's kinda similar. And that's not unheard of in music. Looking back at my Spotify here, James Blunt does this. So in 2010, he released a song called You're Beautiful, which says You're Beautiful a lot in the chorus. And then in 2017, he released an album called The Afterlove. And the first track on that, let me just get it up real quick. It's called, give me a second to find it. It's called Love Me Better. And in that song, there's the line, saw you standing outside a bar, would have said you're beautiful, but I've used that line before. Which is obviously a reference to the song You're Beautiful from the Back to Bedlam album. So it is possible for there to be references to previous songs. And some artists do reuse lines. I know Eminem does it a lot in a lot of his older music. But I just thought that was interesting that both songs have, from what I understood, the same message, the same story portrayed differently with more confidence with similar lines in the chorus. It's almost like they're the same song, but the confidence is what's different. That's what I've wrote about that song. That's all I've got to say about that song, really. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And it feels weird listening to this because they're not normally a rapper. And it's easy to turn around and in the comments say, you don't make music, you can't say much. And yes, you're right, I don't make music. But I can say a lot of things. I have insight into a whole bunch of different things that give me the ability to review anything and everything as clear and as easy to understand as possible. If I was to make music, if I could figure out how to write music, because I can't write lyrics. I've tried in the past unsuccessfully. I'm not a lyricist, so I'd need a lyricist. If I had a lyricist and I started making music, I would then review my music the same way I'm reviewing these. I would listen. I would nitpick each section. I would probably re-record one verse 50 times until I felt it was right. And even then, I'd still be nitpicky with it. And that's how you've got to see anything you do. If you made a verse, you write a verse down, you look at it, you record it with a track, you record it without a track, and you feel like it's not where you want it to be, then you can keep trying, keep recording until, and then when you feel that you are happy with that one verse, then you move on to the rest. That's how I would do it if I was making music. One verse over and over and over again. The backing track altered, changed, remade over and over and over again until my message for that verse is clear to an audience. Then I will focus on what's next. Then I will focus on what's after that. And some songs don't even have choruses. If I remember correctly, Houdini hardly has a chorus. And some songs are just verse after verse after verse after verse. In music, in poetry, you want to portray a story. Each verse is a section of a story. If you see your music as a storyline, a storyboard, it'll be easier to understand what you want from the song. If you don't know what you want from the song, you can't expect to make it in a way to where a listener will be able to understand it easy. You want the listener to understand the message and story easily. You want it to be clear. But if you don't know what message you want, it doesn't become clear. And I think that's what the issue was with Switch Up. This one was more clear. The story was more direct and the meaning was more direct. But they still felt the same. And that is never really a good thing. Each song you release, yeah, you want it to have an identity that's connected to you, but you want them all to be unique. So people keep coming back to hear something new. Ed Sheeran, James Blunt, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. Literally anyone I can name would do it. They have a song. The song has an identity. You want the song to feel unique, to feel different to anything else you've ever made before. Each song you release, you want it to be better than your last. You want it to be an improvement. You want to get used to reviewing your own stuff. As an artist, if you aren't going through, during the production process, if you aren't going through and listening to things over and over again to understand your own storyline, then again, the listener's never going to be able to understand it. In music, there's a whole bunch of different genres. There's jazz, there's blues, there's hip-hop, there's pop, there's rap, there's dubstep, there's EDM, there's drum and bass. There's so many genres. These two songs implement a whole bunch of them. And especially Switch Up, which has a jazzy start and then punches you in the face with everything else. It's interesting. If you want to release music that doesn't need a storyline, dubstep, drum and bass, EDM, party type music is the way to go. But if you want your music to be rap, to be pop, to be hip hop, you have to understand your story first. A lot of musicians learn their stories of songs by their real life experiences, lived experience. And that makes it easier to write music about something you've experienced. Because then you understand the story much better that you're trying to get across. That's just food for thought. So yes, it's easy to turn around and say, you don't make music, shut up, you're irrelevant, what you say doesn't matter. Very easy to say that. But I have an insight. I know music. I know rap. I know lyrics. I know a whole bunch of things that make my insight valuable to the musician. That's where it matters. The musician has asked me to do this. And I can hate on them all I want. I can say, this is all shit. Give up. I'm never gonna say that. I will never say those words to anyone. I will never tell them to give up on something that they care about. I could very easily say it, but I'm not going to. The fact that an artist reaches out to someone as honest as me to review their songs that they are yet to release is insane. So you have to think that my insight's got to mean something. And I know a whole bunch of people watching this are thinking, so? He's just a beginner. Yes, everyone starts somewhere. Having the confidence to reach out to a content creator such as myself and ask them to do honest reviews of your unreleased music publicly and be okay with them releasing it all. That's bravery. And that's the first step to improving. But we're going to go on to the next song now. The next song is called Ruckers. This is Mastered 2, which I'm assuming means there have been 2 attempts at this song. And I am going to be honest with you. In calls with JDN, he has gone over some of the lines of this song with me, so I already know what's coming. So, I'm going to mute again, play the song, and then review it again.
Stay the same no matter what. I'm in my lane, no switching up. Give a fuck about your drummer, I've had enough. I always gay like zero fucks. Say I'm overcomplicated, say you're walking heading off. I'ma drink this bottle now, thinking that I'm not enough. Yeah, oh yeah, it's your fault why I'm fucking popping off. Bitch, you fuck with me, I'ma get straight to fucking popping off. Like, cannot stress over a bitch, gotta make my own way. Doing better than me, well bitch, I'm stuck in my head. I've lost too much to give a fuck. The girl I've really been in my mind. You fuck with me, I'll make a ruckus. Uncle Ruckus, keep it tucked right in my buckle. Bitch, your buckets keep on mucking. Bury your ass right in muckers. Just look it up. No, I don't care through. 'Cause I got my own problems that I have to fix. Gotta fix this all on my own. Wish I could just make a post on my phone and my comments would get flooded, but no, gotta be a man now. Don't you cry, never out loud. Everyone will laugh in the crowd. One at a time.
Okay, so I made some notes. I had to go get a new pen. So I'm using my high-tech pen now. Let me find a color that works. There we go. So I wrote some things down. The message of this song is still unclear to me. There is a line that says just look it up. There's an ad-lib that says that. After saying the title of the song, Ruckus. Now, this is the first song in this EP that actually mentions the title. Just putting that out there, which isn't uncommon. It happens a lot, but it is more common that the title is included in the song somewhere. I've wrote down the 35-second intro. I think an intro should never exceed 30 seconds because you've got to think of audience interest. If you play 30 seconds of the same thing, no one's going to be watching any further. They don't know what's going on. It's why intros of videos, like when they do the animated intros, like my animated intro, we limit them to 10 seconds because of retention. 35 seconds is far too long. But it's less of a punch in the face when everything kicks up than the other two. That's good. You can tell that Jaden is more confident and more comfortable with rapping in this song. Experimenting with different styles in this song, but you can tell that they are way more confident. Again, though, always gave zero fucks. Relates back to the other two songs about not caring about anything. I feel like the message of this song is more based on mental health than fake friends, but the lines are still similar. I wrote both unclear and mental health for the message of the song because I think it's about mental health and giving up and not caring anymore. But that's still not clear. That's me being thorough, being in depth. And I'm not Googling what it says to because I don't want to. All in all, though, this song is a massive step forward to the other two. The confidence levels are different. And that's a good thing. You can't gain confidence without practice and without trying. If you don't try, you can never gain the confidence to continue. Something I am going to say. Back to what I was saying before this song is, it's easy to turn around and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, it is very easy to say that. But I did a lot of directing in school. When I was doing drama at GCSE, I had a friend in the class who I helped do every piece they had. If it was a monologue, I'd direct them more than caring about my own work. They ended up getting better grades than I got, and I was showing them how. The reason I'm bringing that up, I can rap if I wanted to. I could make songs if I wanted to. I dropped my pen, but I caught it. If I was involved in the process more, instead of having to record videos and giving live feedback to things, then that would be an easier way to improve music that an artist would like to release. I'm very judgmental, and a lot of the time very negative. But as I said, in all three songs, it's been a storyline of confidence building. So the first song I wrote 9 things, then 8, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. So I'm writing less things down, saying you're more confident, and it's clearly improving. We have one more song to read. Oh, to listen to. Something else I would say in the future, if I was to do these videos again, is I would like lyric sheets. I would like to be able to do a breakdown of the lyrics as well. Because then, I don't write lyrics, yes, but if I could read them and break them down into segments, then I can understand the song better and I can provide better feedback. Anyway, on to the final song. The final song is made with ashen gas. And it's called WYMTM. Don't know what that means, so maybe improve that. And something I have learned is ashen gas in this song is still new to the scene. They're wanting to improve as well. They're wanting to become a name somewhere. And that's all good. That's all great. So this song, I'm actually reviewing 2 people. Let's see how that goes.
How am I supposed to let you go? How am I supposed to let you walk away? How am I supposed to let you go? You're all I ever wanted in my life. All I ever wanted in my life. You're all I ever wanted in my life. All I ever wanted in my life. Whether you ride or die, just know you're safe with me.
We've been fighting demons, but you cut your love for free.
I wish I could have seen it, everything you meant to me.
These dreams were meant to be, now we're fighting mentally.
You gave it all to me, I should have bent the knee.
We moved to better things, and I thought the rent was free.
We always dreamt to be, leaving couldn't be foreseen.
This was fully meant to be, but you drained me mentally.
I didn't mean to walk, you know I made mistakes. Every time we fought, and you asked for a break. I wanted to give my thoughts, I just want your love for sake. But our love was tied in a knot, and I hope it was never fake. Oh, it really took a lot, especially for us at stake. Medicine by the lot, how much more can we take? Before this fucking kills us, I wanna see you in pain. But girl, do you really care for me?
If you cared, you'd be by my side, but now you're just killing the vibe. We could've partied acting like a tribe, get the camera cause we're dancing wide. This could've been, instead you're acting like I died. Always talking like I'm live, maybe you should take what they prescribe.
Do you really care for me? Whether you ride or die, just know you're safe with me.
We've been fighting demons, but you cut your love for free.
I wish I could have seen it, everything you meant to me.
These dreams were meant to be, now we're fighting mentally.
You gave it all to me, I should have bent the knee.
We moved to better things, and I thought the rent was free.
We always dreamt to be, leaving couldn't be foreseen.
This was fully meant to be, but you drained me mentally. In these hard times I look back, wondering if I fell off track. I don't really smile until I see a rack. We were tight, I thought we were a pack, but I guess we turned our backs, I'll be waiting for your attack. Don't call asking how you've been, I've been thinking of payback. I could say it on this track, love is a whack. I love saying the facts, but the people hate that. I'll just keep on doing me, if you hate that, stop holding so loosely. You say you're over me, but you're kissing those brewskis.
How am I supposed to let you walk away? How am I supposed to let you go?
Give me a second, because I'm writing down a line. So, like I said, in this one, I'm reviewing 2 people, and the first thing I am going to say is that both artists have 2 different styles of rap, and that makes, as solo artists, they're great. So Jaden has a slower rapping style, has a more clean style, if you will. Ashen Gas has convoluted rapping. He's quicker. He sounds more confident. Still sounds like a beginner, but he also puts in too many words into a line, making his lines seem crowded and convoluted. The one line I wrote down is, "You say you're over me, but you're kissing those brewskis." That was the final line of the song. What? So, I've wrote quite a few things down. So, the song is obviously about breaking up and the progress of a relationship. That's obvious. Both artists are fairly confident in this. But, like I said, as solo artists, they're great. Together, it sounds awkward. Sounds out of place. The verses are also longer. So, I've also written down that some lyrics also sound out of place. I wrote that down at Ashen Gas's first solo verse, and you can tell there's a clear difference between the two lyric styles, the two rap styles, and the two song styles, which makes it feel awkward. A way to fix that small little awkwardness is altering the beat slightly every time a different rapper is rapping or a different artist is on the track. That's what is more common because everyone has a different style. If a rapper has a different style to another rapper on a track, but they're keeping the same beat in the background, it makes that different rapper sound out of place and sound strange. It feels weird, feels strange. If you adjust the track in the background to the other musicians on your track, then that awkwardness, that difference is less noticeable. So yeah, two different styles, crowded lines, and the line I've written down. Now, another thing I have circled is the title, which I said at the beginning. I don't know what that means. Is it what you mean to me? Why you mad though, Mum? Why your mama tits massive? It could literally mean anything. So, the title could do with a change. That last one has me laughing. All in all, there's been a clear storyline in confidence and progression through the songs. This one, the two different rap styles with no beat changes, that's the problem, in my opinion. Because, put me on this track. I would also have a different rap style to both of these. I can be fast, I can also be slow, so I can adjust to both of them. But if I'm on it, and I sound like this, then the beat doesn't change and I'm rapping away, but the beat is the same as the slowest rapper on the track, then I'm going to sound out of pace, out of tempo, and out of balance. This track feels that way. Feels out of pace, out of balance, out of tempo for Ashen Gas. It is a really stupid name that should be changed because don't know what that means. But different artists have different styles. If you're going to have two artists with two different styles on a track and they're going to have solo verses, you're going to need to alter the backing track to fit their verses. Speed it up a bit, slow it down a bit, that kind of thing. Other than that, I'm not going to say they're all particularly bad. I did write a lot of things down for that last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wrote 8 things down, including one line. But all in all, there's a storyline between the 4 songs. They're all similar in their stories. They're all about relationships, fake friendships, and mental health that follows all of that. ironically. So each song is part of the storyline. And the messages have become clearer and clearer. And the confidence levels have built and built. But again, there's a lot of things I've written down. I filled almost 2 pages in my book. But half of a page is on this last one because I did arrows and things based on the different artists. But I think with a little bit more time and a little bit more reviewing yourself, you would have noticed all of these problems that I've written down in here. You could have improved these by being as nitpicky as I am. Now, that's not easy, of course. Because as an artist, you're going to always see your work in a more positive light to others. So, what I'm going to say is I am going to open the comments up to debate. You've heard all 4 songs. You've heard my views. Let me know what you think to these songs. Go check the channels out in the description. They're top of the description. They'll be the first things you click. Check them out. Tell me what you think of their songs. What you say will then be passed on to them. Help them improve. Help them become the best them they can be. They're asking for it. And that's unique. A lot of artists, regardless on size, will not ask for this kind of help. Help them. But that being said, don't argue. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Well, make sure to follow the links at the top of the description and check them out. But for now, that is going to do it for this one. Thank you for coming out and watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!